Hi friends, my name is Sajid. In this video, we will create a Spring Boot REST service and deploy it on AWS Elastic Beanstalk environment. Now creating a REST web service is super easy with the help of Spring Boot, and its deployment also trouble-free with AWS Elastic Beanstalk. These are the prerequisites for this demo. JDK 8 or higher, an IDE. I am using STS for an AWS free tier account. If you don't have AWS account, I have a video which describes how to create a AWS free tier account. Please see the description for the link. These are the steps we are following in this demo. Create a Spring Boot REST service, then create a deployable WAR file. Finally, deploy that on AWS Elastic Beanstalk environment. Please follow along with me. Open STS. From the left menu, select Create a new Spring Starter project. I am providing the name as Spring Boot Demo. Keep all settings as is. Make sure the packaging is selected as var. For all Spring applications, you should start with Spring Initializer. The initializer offers a fast way to pull all the dependencies you need for an application and does a lot of setup for you. Click on Next. In this demo, we only need Spring Web dependency. Search for Spring Web and select Spring Web dependency. Click on Finish. Now STS is created a sample Spring Boot application for us. Let me quickly walk you through the files generated by STS. We have pom.xml file, these are the dependencies which provided by Spring Initializer. Make sure the packaging is set as var. Let's go through the Java classes generated by STS using Spring Initializer. Since we provided the packaging as var, Spring Initializer is generated Servlet Initializer class. Servlet Initializer class is required if you need to deploy the Spring Boot application in an external server. And this class is extending Spring Boot Servlet Initializer and overriding the method configure. If you are not using Spring Initializer, then you may need to create this class manually. The next class which is generated by the Spring Initializer is Spring Boot Application, Spring Boot Demo Application. Here you can see the main method. This class is annotated with @Spring Boot Application. In all Spring applications, we have multiple configurations like @configuration, @enable configuration, component scan. So this is wrapping all these configurations together. You can see it here. @Spring Boot annotation is a convenient annotation that adds all of the following: @enable configuration, @component scan, @target. This is a wrapper for all this annotation. This class contains the main method which uses Spring Boot's Spring application.run method to launch a Spring Boot application. As part of this demo, I am going to create a web service which returns current datetime. In order to create a web service, we first need a controller class and which needs to annotate with @REST controller annotation. So here I am creating a new class. Right click on the package, new, select class. I am giving the name as demo controller. So demo controller class is created. First I am annotating this class with @REST controller. In traditional MVC controller, we used to use @controller annotation. The key difference between @controller and @rest controller is if you are using @controller, you explicitly mention @response body. Here you no need to mention @response body. Next, I am creating a public method which returns a string type. I am providing the method name as getTime. This method will return the current datetime. I am converting that into string format. So now we created a method which is returning the current datetime. Next important annotation we need to use is @getMapping. We need to annotate our method with @getMapping annotation and provide our endpoint. I am providing the endpoint as /time. @getMapping annotation ensures that the HTTP GET request to /time endpoint are mapped to getTime method. The controller is concise and simple, but there are plenty going on the background. So now we are done with the REST service creation. Did you notice there is no single line of XML? There is no web.xml file either. This web application is 100% pure Java and you no need to configure any of the XML files. For running this application, go to the main class, right click on run as Spring Boot app. Now the application is starting up. The Tomcat is initialized with port 8080. Go back to the browser and provide our endpoint localhost 8080/time. So we are expected to get a result with current timestamp. We got the response. This is the current timestamp. So now our application is working in local. The next step is we are going to generate a WAR file out of this application. For generating the WAR file, right click on this project, select run as Maven build, set goal as clean package, click on run. This will take few seconds. Now build is success and WAR file is generated in this path. Go to that path and verify the WAR file. Go to the target directory. Here the WAR file is generated. Next step, we are going to deploy this WAR file in Elastic Beanstalk environment. I already created a AWS free tier account. If you don't have AWS account, you can create it now. I have a separate video for that. Please follow the link in the description. Search on AWS console. Log in as a root user. Click on services. Select Elastic Beanstalk under compute. AWS Elastic Beanstalk is an easy-to-use service for deploying and scaling web applications and services. You can simply upload your code and Elastic Beanstalk automatically handles its deployment, capacity provisioning, load balancing, etc. Click on Create Application. Provide the application name. I am providing the name as Demo Application. Select Platform as Tomcat. Select Upload your code. Select Choose File and select your WAR file. Click on Create Application. This will take few minutes. In background, Elastic Beanstalk will create EC2s, S3 buckets, auto-scaling group, load balancer, etc. for us. And this will provide a endpoint for us so we can use that endpoint. Usually this will take around 5 minutes. Now it's successfully launched our environment, demo application env, and health check is showing us OK. This is the endpoint for this Elastic Beanstalk. Navigate to that link and provide our endpoint as time. Now we got the result. The current datetime is displaying here. So now we created a Spring Boot application, generated a WAR file out of that, and deployed that in a Elastic Beanstalk environment. After testing is completed, make sure to terminate this environment. Provide your environment name and click on terminate. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for your time. Please let me know if you have any queries or suggestions through comments. Happy learning. If you are interested, please subscribe and follow along with me. Thank you.